Is that a spider right there hanging? Oh my god, ew, it's like moving. I need to brush my nose down. What the hey? It's disgusting. Bugs. I have headphones on because I was listening to Bruno Mars. Just paused it. And I wanted to show y'all some things. So let's get into it. Hi, I'm awesome. Let me introduce myself. I am Mallory. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you can stick around for some more fun. Okay. This is a palm tree that has colorful lights on them. And I just kind of threw them on, not in any organized fashion. And we're just going with it. The palm tree that I was here last year, it was either this one or a different one, but it was definitely bigger, had more stuff, so it was easier to put lights on. And then a little itsy bitsy spider there. And then I got these little snowmen, which is probably moved those rocks so they can be more centered. And then I moved that ornament down from up there because now it's just Merry Christmas. And that's kind of what I got going on so far in my kitchen. Righty, here is our tree. This was a present that I got last year from one of my dad's co-workers. Clearly it's a cat that looks like Squeaky, and like a ball of yarn inside. It looks like a snow globe, but it's a little ornament that didn't get put up on the tree. This here still has to get hung. These like triangle banner things. It says Christmas when you open it all the way out. Here we have an H, or L and H, and we need to get a J for James. And I was looking at this, and in some light, you can kind of see some hollow. It's like some holographic-y, glitter, flaky specks, but it's mostly like silver glitter. So clearly I want to get more hollow, like holiday things. And then this little guy right here. This is Liam. There's a hunter one, and I think they took it home last year like they're supposed to, but they forgot Liam, so that's cute. What else can I show you? We got a little buffalo there. This is one of my favorites. It says let it snow, despite me being all like, I don't want snow. I really do like snow still. I like how we have like words like hope, and peace. Faith has always been hanging there. I don't know. I think there's one that says love maybe. I love this little Coca-Cola bear, y'all. And more noise. What can I tell you? More noise. I feel like there's other things I wanted to share with y'all, show you in my tree. And I'm gonna hopefully add a few more decorations in the living room. I think you plug this bad boy in, he lights up. There's another little tree over yonder. There's something else that was really something. And I can't find it. And then we have like berries sticking out. There's my copper star on top. My mom says we need to fix the top of the tree. I literally was like standing on a Bosu ball, like balancing for my life to give me a little extra height so I could get some of the stuff up on top. And there was one ornament I wanted to show you all. Can't find it. This is like the hardest thing to put on, this garland of pine cones, is it? Because it's so heavy and big and bulky, and we always end up putting it on last, and then we have to like rearrange everything. It's like, probably should have put it on first. So maybe what I'm trying to show you is buried. Yeah, but it is a little glass of like Coke, and it has a straw in it. It is so cute. But, and then somewhere I have like a little box of like other ornaments that I like to put on a smaller tree. So I don't know where those are. I might dig them out, Then there's like a Cookie Monster ornament that's supposed to be on this tree. But again, I don't know where that is. You're probably sick of staring at this thing. So, hold on. Pardon anything on me and about me, because I'm not with it right now. And the lighting in here. The lighting! How do I look at the tree behind me? I just love a Christmas tree, y'all, and I like just sitting down here on the floor like this and like filming videos, and like this is what's behind me, and it's great. Yeah, so I think I mentioned in another video that I'm hoping to decorate outside soon. I have some ideas. I don't know what the budget's gonna be. We still have stuff from last year, which I think we're gonna use, and then I at least want to get the like as seen on TV thingy, and there's other like markups or knockoffs of it. Well, not a markup, what am I trying to say? And I've seen like both modes where I think you can either do like just red or green, but I like the red and green, where it projects spots, so like little tiny little dots onto your house. And I've seen them because there's one house in my brother's street that they have that projected onto their house, and it doesn't move. It's just like, it looks really pretty. It's almost like putting wrapping paper on your house. And then we were driving home the other night, someone else had it, but it was like moving around, and it looked so cool. And then I think there's like another, I don't know, I was watching like someone, was it like a Vlogmas video of someone, and they were like filming like holiday lights and things, and just seeing like all the fun stuff. I mean, it was like a video on Facebook. I'm not exactly sure, but I think I watched it like yesterday, like sometime in the middle of the night, I don't know. But fun lights that project onto the house, and just a few more little things. We did get some ornaments while we were away in Utah that we shipped home that are fun, so I might add those to the tree here. It's just like so fun, and I'm like loving like watching people's Vlogmas videos and watching other people decorate their homes and rooms and filming spaces for the holidays and all that stuff. I'm like really worn out. I'm gonna go eat a little something, but I don't know, is that like really hard for me? This is like my favorite holiday of, oh my god, my batteries are flashing. It's my favorite holiday, and this is the last like December. My grandma's gonna be living in our house. I think I brought this up, and I'm getting frustrated because my mom's cousin wanted us to do Christmas at her house. That's all the way up in Connecticut. I said, no, this is the last Christmas at my grandma's house. Like, it's not happening. I'm not going up to Connecticut for Christmas. Maybe like next year or what have you, but this year, So then my mom and I were talking to my sister-in-law about how like we wanted to handle Christmas with the boys. So we're gonna do what we did last year, where I think like Christmas Eve, like we had to do it this way last year for unfun, pleasant reasons, but they went over to my grandma's house like on Christmas Eve to like see everyone, and then they came over here Christmas morning, and that was fun, although I was very like not with it. I think y'all saw the footage of that. So I think they're gonna find a way that like my grandma can celebrate with the boys, because Christmas Eve is her birthday. And then Christmas morning, they'll come here and then do like lunch with us or what have you, and then they'll have like dinner at their other grandparents' house, so my sister-in-law's parents, and like with her family. So now there's talk of having like Christmas like here, like I'm like, no. I'm like dead set against a lot of things, and my mom's like, it might be nice and blah blah blah, and I'm like, well, at least like can we have like Christmas Eve at my grandma's? Like we have to do like something, and no one really wants to go over there apparently, because my grandma said she's not even gonna bother to put a tree out, and I'm pretty sure somewhere in my basement I will find it, come hell or high water. We must have like a little tree, one of those like dorm trees that like just sits on top of a desk, just a little something. Like, I'll be damned, because how many years has it been? It's been a lot. My aunt passed away in 2007, so like the last Christmas like we had with her that year, like nobody was like, everyone was very busy and preoccupied with a lot of SHIT and like hell and like etc and just other, like the list goes on for days. Whew. But we had a spare tree, so I grabbed a tree, spare ornaments, a tree skirt, like the whole 9 yards, packed this all up. It was like a 7-foot tree and like my Volkswagen Beetle, like I don't know how the hell I managed to do everything. Got it over, like I decorated my grandparents' house because I'm like, again, like we're not having a Christmas, and we're gonna have a Christmas, we're gonna have a tree, and you're gonna have a festive holiday, and everything's gonna be great. And so the lady that was helping, or one of the ladies that was helping with my grandparents and taking care of my aunt, like in our final stretch of life, I don't know how else to say this without like crying right now. She was like, when she saw me pull in the driveway and trying to lug all this stuff into the house, she's like, oh my gosh, like let me help you. And then I did everything, and I did put like an angel on top of the tree, and she's like, really, you should be on top of the tree. So last year there wasn't really much going on because my grandfather wasn't doing well, and it feels like just yesterday like all this stuff went down. But I don't know, everything just like hitting me like whew. And like it's gonna be the last Christmas, or at least the last December. my grandma's gonna be living in our home, and like for this holiday season and our birthday and all of that. And I really just like want to like, you know, do something nice and like put a little something up, because like how can you not? I feel like it's depressing if you don't have a little something festive going on. Like one year all they had was just kind of like a strand of lights like near their TV that we got them, and there were these huge light bulbs like that looked like Christmas colored light bulbs, but like ginormous. And so like, and then my mom and I were talking because like we took all their colored lights that my grandfather used to use to decorate outside the house, and we're like, let's go over and recreate. What he did one year was he took all the colored lights and wrapped it in like a big ball around the lamppost, and then like had this really long like extension cord like plugged into the house, and had like these little trees around it, and they were held down with like bricks, and it was like unique. He was creative. And so there's just like all these feelings brought up around and surrounding like my favorite holiday, because like this time last year like so bad, and like there are a lot, I don't know, I mean like the stuff like with my aunt and then like my grandfather, like some things mirrored each other. So like a lot of post-traumatic stress disorder came up like during my grandfather from my aunt, and then just like this year it's just like all these like sad feelings and stuff. But like we have James, and like that's amazing, you know. It was a miracle. I mean, you never want a baby to be born early, but like James, you know, came early. So like my grandfather was able to like see like his third, it feels weird saying third, I feel like it'd be like second, because twins is feel like a set of one, even though there's 2 of them. You know, he got to see James and everything, and I know like either way he still would have seen James, but it's just like, you know, I'm human, and I just feel like better knowing like he saw him in person, other than like just from the other side. And I'm still trying to like work out the whole like night of when my grandfather did pass, and it's just like sad because both my aunt and my grandfather like passed away in February, and like my brother's birthday's in February, and like last year I just felt like my poor brother didn't really get a birthday. There's just like so much stuff that's like on my mind right now, and like I'm trying to be like really happy and positive, but at the same time like I just can't help but be sad, because I mean I know like as time goes on like you create new traditions and new things, and life becomes okay again, but it just feels like so soon. Anyway, I'm gonna go eat something, maybe just watch some TV, I don't know. I'm like really hot. So I've charged my camera battery. I've been feeling all the feels. I'm a little stressed out since you last saw me. I decided to have like a early dinner, late huge lunch, and in the process of like making it, my blood sugar really dropped. I feel like I was gonna like faint, like my legs got like all numb and like wobbly, and so like that like got my anxiety like whoo. So I like moved as quickly as I could, and I had, you know, I took my anti-anxiety medication, I ate, and then once I got food into me, I felt better. And because I was like anxious and like not wanting to pass out, because that's like one of my biggest fears, and because I was starving, like I wolfed the food down, and I was just like out of breath. I'm like, I need to chill out. That's something I've noticed over like the last year, is when I get like stressed or like I have like high anxiety, I move fast. Like sometimes when I work out with Shelby, I'm just like really like going and she's like, slow down, like, and sometimes like I catch myself and I'm like, I don't need to go this fast. Like I'd rather like just take my time, and if it takes me longer, as long as I'm not hurting myself, like that's all that matters. Watching some TV, I need to charge my phone. My mom's taking my grandma out to dinner, and then they're gonna go to TJ Maxx. I declined dinner. It's now actually like 5:32, and I'm feeling a little hungry again, so I might have a little something something. And then I think she's gonna swing by the house and see if I've changed my mind and if I wanna go with them, and I don't. I mean, I'm like dressed comfy, on and off with hot flashes, so when I'm not like, I'm dying of the heat, I'm wrapped up under a fuzzy blanket. And Jason texted me, he wants to hang out tomorrow, and I am not up for that. My mom said we have a lot of stuff to do. I don't know if we're like watching the boys at all this weekend or not, because I know they have something on Sunday, and I don't know if like I think they do. I don't know if they need my mom and I to help them out with that or not. I'm looking this like, look, it's lit up. Woo! So I'm not gonna go to TJ Maxx because I understand my grandma wanting to get out and all that jazz, but since I really can't be spending money on things, I just don't really feel like it. Whew. And just like my nerves and stuff, and like I'm starting to get like another headache. Maybe I'm just not drinking enough fluids, and like that's why my head's been hurting. But last night I felt like I was gonna die again. I really didn't feel good. Like I get like onset nausea that's like takes it to another level, because like every day there's like a baseline of blondness that I feel, but sometimes it like really ramps up, and so it's not fun. And then when your head starts to pound, it's like I've been forcing myself to drink all day, and I barely finished one water bottle. It's like 16.9 fluid ounces or 7 ounces. I need to like get juice or something like that's flavorful, that like, that way I will really like drink something. We still need to go to the grocery store ASAP. Running low on things, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna eat. It's like I'm kind of still full, but kind of like slightly hungry, so I don't know. But I'm just gonna steal my mom's phone charger. My phone's at 38% battery. I'm just watching Little People Big World, and yeah, it's just, I think like you saw earlier, I was like, whew, feeling the feels, like I said, and I think that just kind of like is draining my energy right now. Like I'm just flatlining, and I can't find my ankle brace. I don't know what it is. I think I still have my air cast from when I first hurt my ankle 10 years ago. I might put that on, but I think it's like, I don't know. Oh, I see it, you guys, I see it. Call me crazy, but... Ow. What am I doing? This is a little gross. And there's something attached to it. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is disgusting. But I'm gonna share it with y'all. Look at this, there's like hairs attached to this and fuzz, like what? And then the part where your foot goes, that's from like I think foot powder. Or what's that stuff? Odor eaters, like foot spray, because I wore this, oh my god, this is gross, a lot, like maybe like, definitely longer than I should have. Like I babied my ankle and that's how I ended up in PT from my ankle back in the heyday. Pause that. And because I think like you need to like walk on your foot and like stretch it out, and you need to do certain things to like build up like the strength in your muscles and like help your balance. And I didn't do that. I just kept wearing it, and I wore it a lot. Like there's pictures of me. There's lighting though. There's where were you the night of? There's pictures of me which where I'm wearing it, and I'm like wearing flip-flops, and I'm in Disney World. And then it's funny because there's pictures of me in Disney World in an arm sling. My dad asked me if I had one the other day. I'm like, I do, I wore it just the other night. My arm was killing me that much. So I put on an arm sling. And I said, it's not at all attractive, but he had to leave it like, here's, I don't think I mentioned this when we came home from Florida. Like he had to get up like at the crack of dawn that day and drive all the way up to Canada. So I didn't really have time to give him it if he wanted it. I don't know if it's going to be helpful or not, but I don't know if I've said anything about my dad and like what he has to go through at some point, but the same thing has happened to Matt Roloff on Little People Big World. So just kind of like watching like how that went, and that luckily so far like things went well, which is a positive. But like seeing the recovery of everything, it's just like I don't know how my dad's gonna do this. But anyways, that's all I can say. And this is my little pink Himalayan salt lamp. They look some pretty big ones. And there's like 2 little ones in my room. These I knew like help depression because they release off the negative ions, which like help your mood. That's what its claim to fame is. Y'all might believe that, y'all might not. It could be a placebo effect, mind over matter, or it could really, really work. But a recent article thingy I came across the other day came out saying that pink Himalayan salt lamps like help anxiety. So I don't know, I feel like depression and anxiety kind of go hand in hand, which sucks so bad. But I should get back to Jason and tell him tomorrow's not gonna work out for me, like. And I don't know. I honestly am just like today, oh man. And then I'm just feeling very, how many times am I gonna say this, like stressed out and overwhelmed. And like I now see Mary Ellen twice a week, but in 2 different like settings. And so I'm seeing her Monday. I canceled her today and I'm seeing her Monday. And my mom's like, yeah, she wants to know what time to come. Like it was like 1:30 or 2, so on the safe side I was like 2. But I'm like thinking, really, this is the last thing I want right now. I don't want to be bothered, but maybe if I plan for it like over the weekend, I'll feel a little less stressed. So that's that. I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things here in life. And you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell y'all what's gonna happen. As soon as I'm like back in the swing of things and like all hunky-dory, I'm gonna be leaving again for Florida, and but this time, or not this time, I'll be lucky. No, like next time when I go to Florida, it's just gonna be like 4 days, I think. Like come down on like a Thursday and like go home on a Tuesday, just like for the weekend. And as much as I'm excited for it, I'm also like, man, it's too short. It's not enough time. I mean, I think like for me personally, if I didn't have Squeaky, I would have just stayed on until like December, whatever. I wouldn't have come home. Like, what's the point of coming home? But my mama, you know, had to come home and take care of things, and I did miss my cat, so that's why we're here. And now I'm like dealing with all these issues. But I do need to like tell this to people. Because like when I was in my therapy appointment and my therapist was talking about me not going on like business trips and like staying home, like she said, I was about to cry, and it kind of felt like I could have, but not like bawling, just a little like tear could have trickled down my face, being like, what do you mean? So I think I need to try to explain to like the therapist that I see like why it is crucial that I do go away when I can and escape New Jersey when I can, because the longer I'm here, the more like stir crazy I get, and I feel like it's really good for my mental health and like overall well-being to like get out of Dodge here and there. And it's just a change of scenery, maybe a slightly different routine. Some places, depending on where we go, you know, it gets me out more and more active and doing more things, where I get kind of stuck and depressed here. So I think if I explain that, hopefully people have a better understanding as to why I go and why I'm like always like never really home. Back in the day, I would not be down for that, but now I'm like living for it like big time. So this lighting's weird and this video is long probably, but I'm just sharing all my thoughts with y'all because I got so many. But yeah, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. And while you're down there, don't forget to check the description box. You can find me on social media. I'm pretty much everywhere. Come say hey, and also don't forget to like this video and give a big old thumbs up. And thank you guys so much for being here. I feel like this makes me look yellow. For being here and for watching, and then always till next time, keep it quirky.